core investment that needs to be found again is you're investing in people. You're investing in, that banker that's taking a risk with his money is investing in the guy that's, putting in the back pain, the hard work, the long days, just horrible conditions, that sacrifice. He's investing in that.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to have my guest here. And listen, he has the mindset. If you don't take the shot, you never know what's going to happen. And so I'm so glad that he's here. He's going to talk to us about his business, and he's been in the carpentry world for 30 years. And we all know in real estate, if you're buying a home or buying a building, carpentry is very, very important. And so I think we all know that. So I'm so glad that we get a chance to just look at things from his perspective. And so I am so happy to introduce you all to Mr. Rob Walther. Mr. Rob, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
That's
How
good.
about yourself?
Oh, man, doing good. Alive. Like you said, I'm above ground. I'm blessed. I can't complain. God has given me another day, and who am I to complain? All I got is gratitude. So very, very happy to be here today, man. And so look, Rob, this is what I want to do. I kind of just want to dive in, man. I would love for you to tell the people what your main focus is these days. If you want to give us a bit of an origin story, kind of how you got into the business that you're in, we love origin stories. And then tell the people where you are in the world. So what you up to, your origin story, and where you are in the world. So Mr. Rob, so you have the floor, man.
All right. Well, currently I'm staying in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm originally I was born in Washington, D.C., Greater Southeast Hospital. I was raised all around the Maryland area from from D.C. to Suitland to Morningside to Clinton to Temple Hills, back to Clinton, a whirlwind of trouble as a kid, down to Calvert County, down in the country. So in the Maryland area, I've seen the full spectrum of Maryland and everything it has to offer. It's a great, beautiful state, but let's be honest, it's a tough state to live in. It's the North Atlantic. It moves very fast around the D.C. area. It's hustle and bustle. But nonetheless, through all that, from Maryland now here to South Carolina, I've stayed steady and true to my career within carpentry. Some days are better than others, but every day that you get thereafter, it's just like you said, it's a blessing. You're gracious or grateful, however you see fit, for every next day, every next opportunity. I've done a vast array of carpentry, anything, very little commercial work, but enough to know that that's a whole nother monster versus residential. But I mean, my primary focus for 30 plus years has been mainly residential, and now on the back end of my career, I'm looking at specializing in more specific areas, so to say, that are supported within the market. Like right now I'm promoting, I'll do handyman work, this, that, and the other. Small work, every drop in the bucket is a drop in the bucket, enough drops that fills the bucket, so to say. But, I look to lean towards specializing in accent ceilings and walls. these three season rooms they have down here. But it's construction. It's blue collar. Every day is hard. You got to have grit if you want to get through it.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Yeah. No, I love it. Yeah, absolutely right. I definitely hear you. I love the fact you grew up DC, all around Maryland. I'm born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. Live in Prince George's County now. Interestingly enough, my family used to travel to Calvert County 2 times a week, sometimes even more, sometimes 3 times a week. My dad was a pastor of a church in Calvert County. Like, that's actually his first church that he pastored was in Calvert County. And so we used to drive up to there 1 or 2 times a week. And so, man, I hear you growing up around that Maryland area. Listen, you definitely it raised us differently. It prepared us to go anywhere in the world. That's what I like to say. Maryland and Baltimore, specifically for me, has prepared me to be anywhere in the world and to be able to blend in, be able to accept my surroundings, inspect my surroundings. So Maryland it prepares you differently, man. And
Head on
so
swivel.
I love it. And thank you so much for talking about your journey, man. And I have a saying, Rob, where I say destiny has no wasted moments. Meaning no matter what we go through in life, moments kind of prepare us for where we are now. And so carpentry for 30 years, you stay tried and true to it. Out and grew up in DC, surrounding Maryland area. So I would love to know, what has these moments taught you about yourself? Moments in carpentry, moments in the surroundings that you've been in, moments about your business. Like, what has these moments taught you about you? Has it taught you discipline, resolve? Like, tell me, what has these moments in life and this journey taught you about yourself?
Everything. You can go from, let's be honest. Maryland is a 4-season state. It's got a little bit of everything. For a little tiny state, that place is, it's got it all. It really does. It's got that sweet, sour. It's got a sweet taste. It's got a sour taste. It's got an up, a down, left, right. It's everything. It really is. But with that being said, through carpentry and more so life than anything, because everything translates. I think if you're passionate about what you do, resiliency is key. Belief in self is an absolute, because you're going to get moments in life that they're going to challenge you. They really are. And I don't want to throw faith too much into it, because I know some people don't receive that as well. But you and I seem to be on a mutual page, so you're not going to yell at me.
And listen, and we talk about faith here, man. So you feel free. That people who follow me and they watch, we talk about it. It's a part of who we are. So yeah.
All right. So with that being said, and now I've got a whole lot of freedom here. No, you can be so self-reliant. You could be. I'm stubborn as a bull. I'm a Taurus. I don't believe in that horoscope, all that stuff. But by coincidence, I'm a Taurus. I'm stubborn, tried and true. I've got that grit side to me. If we actually had a straightforward conversation of just the track record of life with me, it's nothing but trial and error, trial and error. So with that being said, you got to have resiliency. You got one of the larger things. Well, the largest thing, I want to get the most important thing out of the way. Well, not out the way, but get it acknowledged, so to say. For me, is I can be as tough as I want. I can grind through anything, but you're going to hit a brick wall at some point in time in your life that you cannot punch through. I grew up on the Kool-Aid man, but in all reality, you get to a point in that where you can't make things move. if you start to really dive into faith wholeheartedly, and you start to recognize that, you know, what you're looking for in life might not necessarily be your plan for life, but then you get moments of clarity out of nowhere. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a big wheel thought that, you know, I'm pretty articulate, but at the same time, these ideas that come up, and I think most entrepreneurs and people in positions of leadership, I mean, some of these bigger thoughts, they got to contribute that to a higher power. I mean, I'd like to think
Yeah.
that most people would have contributed to God, but for God, for one person might be Allah for another. But I mean, I'm not looking to find the splitting of the difference. I'm looking for the common ground, if that
Mm.
makes sense. So I
Yeah.
mean, that
Yeah.
for faith for me to get this far, that is unequivocal. I mean, I've gotten myself into
Yeah.
spots in life where I should have never got through it.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
But God done grabbed me by the back of my collar, pulled me out of it, gave me an opportunity. And at that point, it's my
Yeah.
responsibility to learn from my mistake, not repeat the same mistake again, and carry on. So you look at, you know, faith, resiliency, dependability. If you make a promise to a man, you better follow through with it. And life happens. So if you don't follow through with a promise for whatever it is, you have a conversation. You have a straightforward conversation. Like, hey, no excuse. I'm sorry I didn't follow through. This may be the cause of it, but at the same time, I made a promise I couldn't cash in on. And I'll tell you right now, I don't make many promises in life, but the ones that I do, I've broken very, very few of my promises in life. And I think that's a, a, a small smidgen of what I've done that God's graced me with more opportunities that I'm not qualified for. I don't deserve. I mean, I got a high school education. I'm a very articulate person for someone that only has a high school education that skated through high school.
Yeah. 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 No, I hear you, man. I often say on this podcast, especially when you talking to somebody like us, somebody who's open to the statement. There's a scripture that says, "We make our plans, but the Lord determine the outcome." And so we out here, we make our plans, and we think we know what we're doing. But I love how you said sometimes God snatch you by the collar and be like, "Wait a minute, I know you had your plan, but listen, let me kind of redirect you because this outcome will be different than what you expected." And so, no, I definitely hear you on that. And I think sometimes we just have to be malleable and flexible, especially within, business, especially, our real estate investors and real estate world. We all know that there's moments when we have to pivot and pivot fast. So there are times that you have to be malleable and flexible because things doesn't go the way you expected them to go. And I think that's one of the common goals of being in business, being in real estate, is that that's exactly what happens. And so I want to talk to you a little bit, Rob, about KJR Carpentry, man. I would love to know, what is your next real goal, man? What are you looking to solve or scale next?
Well, with KJR Carpentry, I mean, because that's an acronym for my daughter, my wife, or unfortunately, maybe ex-wife to be, yada, 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 and my name itself. But at the same time, I mean, an acronym, I mean, you could call it Killjoy Rob if you want. It really doesn't matter at that point. That's an ongoing joke with the three of us. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
it a little salt on the wound. I don't care. I mean, that goes back to making mistakes and taking ownership of it.
yeah,
You know, if you got a little bit of bite to your tongue, and your 24-year-old daughter throws, "Hey, it's Killjoy Rob," you know what, young lady,
yeah,
I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. Maybe I deserve it, maybe I don't, but that actually teaches me a lesson to have a softer tongue in certain moments, so to say.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. And
well, the next goal would be to obtain stability to where I can keep it a company. I mean, because right now, like I told you prior to, I'm down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This is it's a different monster down here, different region of the world. I'm very much so in a 15-minute city. I mean, if you ask me personally, I tell you this is the blueprint for a 15-minute city. And with that being said, it's how many small fishes are in a big pond where, I mean, let's be honest, real estate controls that front end of the business. You've got corporate money, you've got corporate money on the shoreline. You've got real estate agents all around, investors all around, and you have to be able to make noise, enough noise to get those people's attention to actually make impact. And that's where I'm at now is I'd like to see my company grow from individually owned and operated. Uh, at 50 years old, I'd like to see within 4 to 5 years me be able to step away from my business and find the right men to be able to run the business as it expands and giving more men and women opportunities and from all walks of life, from veterans that are looking for another moment of service within their life, something productive and what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, because I'll be honest, veterans, those that serve, they have natural leadership skills. Not all of them, but solid ones, just like in carpentry, real estate. A leader is a
Yeah.
leader. I mean, I'm sorry, most leaders don't even want to be leaders. You're a leader by default because you see an action that
Yeah.
needs to be implicated and you take action. So
Yeah.
that's what in the future, I'd like to see my company expand to individually owned and operated to self-sustaining a self-sustaining company that I can step away from and just give oversight to. Just make sure that
Yeah.
step in every once in a while is are we staying on the purpose of what the business is? Are we staying on the mission of what the business is? If we're doing those
Yeah.
things and the quality of the work is where it needs to be, then it's great. But if it needs to be intervened, I have enough experience with service to community, service to homeowners in the industry that I'm in that I can recognize a problem and clean it up. But I'd like to see that expand from there because from there, I have multiple other businesses and let's say foundations. Well, I mean, foundations that I'd like to help build in this area to help support the area. And more importantly, like we talked initially, um, I'm blue collar. Other people are white collar. If you have finance, you have actual production.
Yeah.
Neither one of them can do nothing without the other. You
Hmm.
can have all the
Okay.
ideas, all the money in the world. If you don't have someone to help build that idea, you have nothing. And vice versa. You can have someone that has all the know-how, how to build and construct. If you don't have someone that can actually have that initial conversation to open the door of opportunity, you need that. And then you need that next part. You need the backing. So, and hopefully it works out. Like this is an opportunity to get into an avenue of that. So I've got one business I have, and I've got 7 more right after that I'd like to start off.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Rob, I love it, man. I love everything you're saying, and I want to ask you because you brought up service and servitude. I want to know why is service and servitude so important to you, Rob?
I think that's what makes the world go round. I think
Yeah.
that's the key. I mean, for me, it is very much so faith-based. I mean, that's instilled as a kid. I mean, I was a juvenile. I've been every spectrum of for everything that Maryland is, I've been that full spectrum and then some of, saint, sinner, sin 10 times more. It's one of those things where take faith out of the equation and you just ask, what's the purpose of life? Ask a person what the purpose of life is. And I would look to be able to tell them fully and confidently that purpose of life is to take the gifts that you were given, practice them, perfect them as best as you can, and really wholeheartedly. Those are the things that you're going to naturally enjoy because you have confidence in yourself that you can perform. But with that being said, you don't put those things in a box and keep them for yourself. You actually share them with other people to make a positive impact in their life. And that's where you're going to find joy, fulfillment, success. I mean, we're in a world where where without money, the wheel doesn't spin. But when people forget, I think people often lose sight of that. Let's go ahead and call it the game of life. You lose perspective of what the real game of life is, and that's to make positive impacts in people's lives.
Yeah.
Of course, today's day and age, I mean, money, it's needed, of course, but money, you look at money is only a tool. Yeah, you can collect it, you can hoard it, you can burn it, you can waste it, you can save it. So many things you can do with it. At the core of it, it's only a tool. And if
Yep.
we actually start to idolize that money, now it becomes an idol. Now we've lost all perspective. And this is, I mean, very much so alignment in faith. But even for the people outside of faith, you lose perspective of
Yeah.
what money actually is. Then, I mean, you've lost your purpose, you've lost your mission, and then you're just, what is it? It's pointless. I mean, I think the
Yeah.
real estate market, you take the real estate market, you take blue collar, any of those industries, finance, all three of those things have one thing in common. And if you ask me what they have in common, it's not, the salesman, um, he's not committed to the sale. If he looks at the core of it and does it right, the finance company is not looking at the financial backing that's needed is the core of it, or the investment, their return is at the investment, or the blue collar. It's, my paying for a little bit of money gain. Those aren't the investment. The core investment that needs to be found again is you're investing in people. You're investing in, that banker that's taking a risk with his money is investing in the guy that's, putting in the back pain, the hard work, the long days, just horrible conditions, that sacrifice. He's investing in that. That guy that's putting all those pains for a little bit of gain, he's investing in the family that's going to maybe move into a house, maybe expand, maybe, giving another guy an opportunity to run a small business. I mean, you definitely need big business in life, but you actually, in my opinion, and theoretically, I put Elon Musk right to the hot seat on that one, face to face. You need more big business, or I'm sorry, you need more small businesses than big business, if that makes sense. It's too many big businesses, then you become disassociated or disconnected with your actual purpose and mission and the people that you serve. Yeah, so in theory, I mean, if
Nah,
I had to sum
man.
it up, I just want everyone to be able to eat,
Yeah.
No one needs to live a lavish lifestyle, but I mean, everyone deserves the chance to have, the bare bones basic necessities in life. I'm sorry, no veteran on the face of this planet that served his country should be homeless. No. Drug
Yeah.
addicts, this, that, and the other, you got to put the work in, of course. You got to do those things for self-correction, but you don't need to be put in an area where, minimum wage puts you into a point of fight or flight, and that puts people in survival mode. It's a continual cycle of, no matter how hard you work, you're not going to get that opportunity because, the finance side of it doesn't support what you need to sustain yourself.
Well, listen, if someone wanted to get in contact with you, reach out to you, collaborate with you, how can they get in contact with you, sir?
All right, my company name is KJR Carpentry, LLC. My name's Rob Walker. You can reach me at 843-424-2881 or 843-424-0585, as well as my email address at kjrcarpentry49@gmail.com. I do have a website, but I mean, that's another thing I got to go back to, work on my website.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
There you go. We got it. Absolutely. Absolutely. So listen, y'all seen it. Get in contact with KJR Carpentry. I hate to do this, but I do not want to miss an opportunity. We seen the card, but I do want you to read the information because we're transcribing it because I want people to be able to click it in the show notes. So read the information off the card for me again. That way we have it in our show notes as well.
All right. So I have it's KJR Carpentry, LLC. My motto is craftsmanship and care your home deserves. I mean, I stand on that all day long. I service the Myrtle Beach and surrounding areas of Horry County, South Carolina. My email, you can reach me at kjrcarpentry, 49 the numbers, at gmail.com. And you can hit me on my business line at 843-424-2881. And local, licensed, bonded, all that fun stuff. Set up and ready to play, but definitely on the ropes because this is construction is construction and life is life. It's fight or flight, and I'm not a flight type of person.
Yeah, I love it. Well, listen, man, let me take three things to you. First, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Secondly, thank you for your story, for your authenticity. And lastly, man, thank you for the way you think and bringing that mindset to this platform. I appreciate you, Rob. Thank you for being here, man.
No, and vice versa. I mean, this is an opportunity that, I'm not qualified for the room, so to say, if you look at the platform of real estate and finance and investment fuel and this, that, and the other. But at the same time, the opportunity is that's God sent to me at that point. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for you for opening that door opportunity for me. Exceptionally having the great communication back and forth for two people that have never met in their life. To be able to have that, that dynamic and that free flow of that actually, that's not only an opportunity, that's reassurance to me from the Heavenly Father that there's good people everywhere that have, visionary ideas, open minds, open hearts, just everyone being able to actually hear each other and listen to two sides of the coin. Because let's be honest, there's more than two sides of the coin. You get balanced enough. You look at all the bridges on it. There's so many more sides, and it's nice to be able to get an opportunity on a platform for that actually to be heard and conveyed. So forever grateful on a what they would call a Friday the 13th.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, listen, y'all heard Mr. Rob. You got the story. Listen, go to the show notes, get in contact with him, but definitely make sure you are subscribed here because we're going to continue to bring up amazing people. So thank you, Mr. Rob, for being here, and everyone else, listen, y'all have a fantastic day.
Thank you, Quentin.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.